Is it working now? Oh, sick, it's working now. Some reason my mic got turned off. Hi, everyone. How's it going? It's been, a hot minute, and I'm really sorry about that. Lots of stuff has been happening, and it's just been very hard to find the time and the energy that I would have wanted to do this. But today we're gonna give it our best shot. And I say our best shot because dumbass me left 3 chapters to do this time, which is a little bit bold. Also, a bug just flew in front of my face. So we're starting off well. Hi, Following. Hi, Claxy. Hi, Oblicat. How are you guys? Today has been good. Today was good. Tired as usual and figuring things out, but good. Let me actually turn things on because we're gonna do the say hi. I figured I might as well. Oh, look, their lighting's all weird though. Hang on. Let me open my other curtain and maybe that will make it better. Because I only have one open. Oh, choking myself with my headphones cord. Let's see. Did that make it any better? Yeah, a little bit. It's not dark enough to like turn on my lamp yet. Also, if I keep looking to the side, this is where the chat is, so I have to look over here. But hi everyone. I've missed you all a lot, and we're figuring things out. You know, figuring things out as we go, and it's okay. Hi Mac, how are you? Yay, you made it! Do I have alerts off? Oh no, do I? I don't think so. I shouldn't. Did you do something? Hi Segway. No, alerts should be on, Claxy. I didn't see anything come in. Let me maybe refresh or something. Can I do that? Oops. Oh no, it's working. It's very small on this overlay. I wonder why it didn't go through, Claxy. That's so weird. I think I've had issues with that before. I don't know why. How do I make this go away? How do I make that go away? Please leave. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Segway, for 28 months. And thanks, Claxy. Claxy, I can't even see it to replay it. It just disappeared. It just got eaten. It got eaten by Twitch. So, thank you, Claxy, for... Here, I'll just play Segways again, and we could say this one is for you. That one's Claxy. 17 months. Thank you, Claxy. Thank you so much for 17 months. I'm so sorry. It's not on there. That's so weird. Okay. So let me... Also, I saw you, and Mac, you said you checked in. You're on chapter 9. Awesome. I'm excited that we're gonna get to finish this together. We're gonna get through... Wait. Chapter 7. Chapter 8. Why did I do it down here? God, I'm such an idiot. Alright. So, if I remember, last time, my mom is back and resurrected, and people died, I think. Did Parfait die? Who died? Somebody died, I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank you, Aiden, for 37 months. You guys are so sweet. Don't worry about it, though. I know I've been... Dad died. Thank you. Dad died. I'm getting Parfait with the last one. Dad 100% died. Claxy. Oh, that's gonna go off 7 times now, isn't it? I forgot to fix that. That's okay. It's short. Claxy, thank you so much for 7 subs. You did not need to do that at all. But thank you. Oh my god, everyone's gifting things. Guys, please stop. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. So yeah, we got back and Dad's dead and we're really trying to deal with that, I think, mostly. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens. That was the terrible summary, but I'm pretty sure I hit all the important parts, aka Dad's dead. What are you planning to do, Mother? I know, right? Oh, look at them go. Love Pirate Mythra, there they go. They're so small in this, I should make this bigger. There's just nowhere good to put it with my webcam here. Whoops. Hang on, I'm just gonna make it huge. Just in case. Oh, now it's big. Oh, Aiden, no. Don't gift more subs. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm about to go on hiatus. Why are you wasting your subs? Don't do that. I mean, it's not gonna be a real hiatus, but we'll talk about it afterwards. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet and so funny, and I love you all. Anyways, Parfait told me before that the Tenebrarum had already chosen me as its next bearer. Does that have anything to do with my mother is still in hiding? It's impossible not to feel the weight of my new responsibility. I've not yet fully accepted that I'm now the bearer, but I cannot run from this responsibility for long. Tenebrarum bearer's duty is to work alongside Parfait to balance the light and the darkness of the kingdom. That balance had only just begun mending before Mother's sudden revival. I know, poor Phoenix and Maya, they just keep bumping their heads repeatedly. You guys are doing this to them. You should stop. This is how I motivate people to not gift subs. You are causing Phoenix and Maya pain. For nights, I have been wondering if there's some other way to stop Mother without fighting her. A small part of me hopes that perhaps Mother can still change. I think about that and then I remember how Mother so heartlessly killed Father as soon as she had been revived, like a bitch. She was sleeping for 4 years, but that's not changed her mind. Even now, I can only assume that she still means to make this kingdom suffer. It feels as if my heart is twisting itself into a knot. I gasp when a bright spark fizzles to life in my hands. Magic! I clench and unclench my hands, taking deep breaths to calm myself. Ever since I started trying to work with magic, it's been activating on its own, which is honestly annoying. And well, whenever I feel any sort of deep emotion, some type of electricity sparks in my hands. It's all I can do to keep my emotions in check. The last thing I want is to accidentally burn down the margin or hurt anyone inside it. Delora and Waltz had both agreed to start teaching me how to use my magic. For the last few days, the forest near the margin has served as the training grounds. Parfait constantly cloaks the margin in powerful magic to keep our presence hidden from Mother and the other witches. It allows us to use our magic without worrying about being tracked. Yeah, we got Sith lightning. We're just a Jedi. Still, Parfait's constant spell has considerably weakened her. Delora and Waltz tried to convince her not to cast it in the first place, but Parfait insisted we remain as close to the Tenebrarum as possible rather than move somewhere safer. She told us that was all that I needed to be close to the Tenebrarum as its bearer. As far as we know, the crystal is still unmoved in the palace. Oh, Claxy, no. I know that the chance that I'll face Mother in a battle of magic is extremely high. Although I fear the outcome, I have no choice but to consider the possibility. Time's running out and I do not have the luxury of waiting much longer. I must decide what I must do. They all believe that I'm the only one who can stand up to Mother, even with so little practice. Last night I told Parfait that I would make my decision the next day. Wow, and that I would tell everyone what I had decided. Now's the time for that decision. Alright, how long have I been training? Like, how good about this do I feel? Questions. When I step into the reception room, everyone's already there waiting for me. I catch Waltz's eyes first. He cocks his head ever so slightly, his lips stretching into a warm smile. I'm pretty sure we basically we said we loved each other, right? Like, we moved on that we're dating. We're basically married. I nod at him and smile back. Yes, we are following you right. I take a deep breath before facing everyone. This is the first time I've spoken properly with everyone since my father's death. Before I tell you of my decision, I want to apologize for everything that I've done and for everything that has happened. Mother is back because I was a coward, and Father died because I was weak. Well, we were kind of screwed by that point, man. I don't know. I don't know if this first... I don't know if any of this is true. Girl, Diana. Ophelia's the first to respond. It wasn't your fault, dear. Oh, well, that's really nice of you. I stare down at the ground with my hands clenched. I try to will my anger away, but only manage a few deep, stilling breaths before I look up again. I brought Mother back because I feared that disobedience would have them kill my father, yet in the end, he was still... The image of Father's smiling face flashes through my mind. Well, I think it's been like a long time at this point because we've been training, right? So I think it's probably been like a few weeks, at least. Alright, battery. I clear my throat. I promised him that I would protect Angiel, and that is what I intend to do. I will do everything I can to protect our kingdom. Spoken like a true queen. Thanks, I know. The words are shocking, even more so when they come out of Dolores' mouth. Queen? Why do you seem surprised, princess? You know you're next in line for the throne. I hadn't even thought about being the next ruler. I'm not even sure I have the right qualities. Can I really do this? I wanted to see you become queen. Aw, Dad, protect our kingdom. I cannot let Father down. I have to do this for his sake, but the kingdom comes before the crown. I'll only take the crown if I can win it back. Okay, TBH, these two options are kind of saying the same thing. Alright, Mac, do you remember, it's chapter 6 that I need to save in order to do the bad ending, right? I think that's correct. I'll just start saving up here. I'm pretty sure that this is right. Maybe. Sick. Same. No, not quit. What am I doing? I don't remember. Okay, listen. I feel like these two options are basically saying the same thing. I am unclear on the difference here. If anyone could explain it to me, that would be great. I think maybe relying, because that's more of a, like... Okay, here's how I see the difference. I'll have to rely on all of you is really more of like putting my actions into other people's hands. And I'll need your help is really like me taking ownership of the situation and saying, hey, I'm gonna need your assistance, but really this is like on me. And I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. Well, relying on people is like nice and stuff. I feel like relying on people is more of like a step towards opening up. And then needing help is like, I'm taking ownership of the situation and I'm gonna do it and I'll need you. So I think that's what I need to do in this moment because she needs to do this by her, not by herself. She needs help, but she needs to take ownership of this. I'm still weak, but that will not stop me from training every day until we face Mother. This is me explaining my reasoning so that when Mac tells me that I got it wrong, I can be defensive about it. I hope I'm not asking for too much, but I hope you will all fight with me to protect our kingdom together. You didn't even need to ask us that, Diana. It goes without saying that we'll help you in any way we can. And I second that. We'll all be here for you. I smile at everyone gathered. Aw. Nailed it, guys. Nailed it. I've been doing decently well on Waltz, and I feel like the ones I've gotten wrong, I've defended. It feels good. It'll be hard, but we'll need to stop Mother. Together we might stand a chance against her. Hilder's strong, but not invulnerable. Parfait looks at me, eyebrows furrowed. You know what we must do to stop Hilder, Princess. Yes, the RPG squad is here. I feel a tinge of pain in my chest, but force my eyes to hold Parfait's gaze. I look into Parfait's eyes with determination. I do. We'll have to kill her. Later that same day, I resume my training with Waltz while Parfait and Delora try to come up with a plan. I like this song. Have I talked about that every time this song plays? Probably. I'm too loud. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. Jurian and Garland return to the town to listen for any information regarding Mother and Alcester or any happenings in the palace. Is Mithras dead? I forget. Because that seems like kind of inconvenient for my mom. I force myself to focus only on learning how to use my magic as fast as I can. Today Waltz is continuing his lessons on barriers. He's been teaching me the same spells for the past week, emphasizing my protection, which is honestly lame. Let's review the types of barriers I've been trying to teach you. Do you remember them? Is this gonna be like a quiz later? Everyone remember this. One shields you from harm while the other deflects a spell back at the caster. Powerful spells cannot be deflected. That's why you need to be able to tell which spells can be reflected and which cannot, otherwise you'll end up using the wrong barrier. That seems arbitrary and lame. A single mistake can cost you your life. Oh, he's still being a basic B? Alright, good, thank you. Then why weren't we worried about Mithras? I'd be more worried about Mithras than Alcaster, personally. I think Alcaster's kind of out of this scenario. Because I don't think my mom cares about him. So how do I know which barrier I must use? Allow me to demonstrate. You've seen me cast my spells many times. You should be able to tell the difference between them. But for now, let's think of it as another game. Just take a guess. Who knows? You might actually give me the right answer. That's kind of how I feel about this game. I'll give you a nice little treat if you do. A treat? He always did like treating me in town. Girl, that means something different now, if you know what I mean. It's special this time. Oh. I wonder if this is just like those other sweet tea. Wow, this girl really only cares about food. Honestly. Mood. Like, I always assume. Well, I always assume you're smart enough to notice, but I'd never assume, you would remember everything from the amount of times that I stream this, so it's always just a hope. But you're very smart, so don't say that about yourself. Walt snaps his fingers and a glimmering but faint purple light appears around him. Oh god. No. It's faded at first, but slowly becomes brighter as he moves his hands. Usually the effects of Walt's magics are immediate, but this spell is taking longer to cast. Is it stronger magic? I remember Walt's telling me before that it takes a lot of energy to cast a strong barrier. Does that apply to offensive spells as well? I don't know. But what if it doesn't? I think it probably is shield, right? Ooh, the segue, that sounds awesome. Okay. It's talking about in-game Diana. Oh, okay. Well, you're very smart. Mac, you're very smart. In-game Diana's not smart. She's a dumb bitch. I'm gonna say shield because I feel like that was supposed to lead me towards a shield, right? The slow casting time makes this seem like a powerful spell, and powerful spells cannot be deflected. Surely this is the right answer. Is that your final answer? No. My confidence is thwarted by sudden indecision. Diana, in the midst of the battle, you won't have the luxury of time to think about your decision. I look at him and nod. Should be the right answer. That's correct. Nailed it. Now prepare your shield. Ugh. I've never shielded myself from a powerful spell. What if my barrier breaks? Just toss it at the screen. Trust in yourself, Diana. I do as instructed and stretch out my hands to cast a barrier to shield myself. Here I go. Wow, he's gonna kill me. My hands shake as Walt's spell collides with my barrier. I plant my feet to hold myself upright. Oh, such a strong spell. When the light dissipates, I look up hesitantly before smiling triumphantly when I see my barrier is still in one piece. I did it! Well done, little— I hate that he calls me that. I can't. That's some big Xander energy. Did we talk about that last time? I feel like we may have, but I'm gonna emphasize it again. That's some big Xander from Fire Emblem Fates when he calls you little princess the whole time, and it really makes it hard to have a romantic relationship with him. Thank you. I'm glad you remember that, Mac. That I went off on a tangent about how much I hated dating Xander. I the barrier again. My heart sinks when I notice new cracks in its surface. Oh, my barrier. Don't fret, Diana. Even the strongest barrier will obtain cracks after being hit by a powerful spell. That's when you set up your next barrier. Your opponent will usually make the mistake of assuming you have the same shield up and attack you with a weaker spell to try and break it. You can be ready for them with a new barrier. I nod. Oh, genius. I'm impressed at how fast a learner you are. I have a good teacher. Oh, time to flirt. Everyone ready? I think you're just a good student. So, when will you teach me offensive spells? I don't think you need to learn those quite yet. The witches we're up against will probably stick to offense, which means protecting yourself will be even more vital than trying to attack them. Waltz, that's boring. I told everyone that I would fight and I meant it. If I need to hurt someone to save someone, I will do it. I look him in the eyes, my gaze unwavering. I still need to learn, even if it's just one offensive spell, Waltz. What if I need to help you? I can't do that just by conjuring barriers. Best defense is a good offense. No, best offense is a good... Yes. I read that. I inverted the meaning of that in my head for a minute. Yes, that is a correct sentiment. I will not use any... I will not use anyone else. I will not lose anyone else this time, Waltz. I look up at Waltz and my heart aches at the sight of his frown. I don't want to lose you either. That's why I need to be as strong as possible. I want to be able to protect you. Waltz makes his way over to me in just a few strides and pulls me into his arms. Ah! I did Waltz typing it out, right? Yeah. I'll do what I can to save you from a repeat of what happened last time. Well, yeah, you fucking better. But you won't lose me. Waltz pulls back and looks at me, his expression warm and gentle. Here's your treat, as promised. Is it a kiss? Huh? It is. Well, that's not food. Waltz bends down to I hope that's an option. If that's an option, I'm gonna pick it. Waltz bends down to place his lips over mine in a soft kiss. Oh god, ew. It's a short-lived kiss, but it's still enough to make me breathless. Probably, Clexi, probably. You're on, well, I think the point is that I'm supposed to put up the strong barrier to prevent against the strong spell, and then I'm supposed to put up the deflector barrier, and hopefully they just kind of knock themselves out, you know? Alright, Dana. That was your special treat. I am so disappointed. Yes! Yes! I quickly pressed my cheek to his chest to keep him from seeing my tinted cheeks. Yes, I wanted food. Let's call it a day. You need to rest. I work best when motivated by food. Teach me an offensive spell first. I know, we've been practicing since this morning and it'll be dark soon. Oh man, I'm glad that you're invested. He's definitely not my favorite, but I do like him. Would just die if this was me. Yeah, I mean, we all would. We all would. And it'll be dark soon. You already know that overusing your magic will take a toll on your body, especially when you're still getting accustomed to it. I shake my head at Waltz, determined. Using my magic before did wear me out, but now I can handle more. What kind of bear would I be if I couldn't handle this much? Please, I'm begging you, Waltz. He eventually sighs and rubs the back of his neck. Okay, but just one spell. Thank you. He steps away from me. Yes. What I will teach you is a lightning spell. It's not for the faint-hearted. Oh, we are gonna learn Sith Lightning. Oh, segue. Did throwing it at the screen not work? Oh. It will inflict excruciating pain on your enemies and also potentially paralyze them. I nod as Waltz continues his explanation. Though I try my best to conjure the electricity, I've only managed sparks at the end of the day. I think he's cheating by teaching me a super powerful spell just so I can't learn it. There's probably a simpler one he could teach me, right? I collapse onto my bed. I can feel the exhaustion lying over me like a blanket. I can barely move my arms after trying the lightning spell over and over again. Why can't I just learn, like, I feel like this is not a cantrip. Why can't I have just learned, like, a cantrip? You know, like Firebolt. I feel like that's not hard to teach me. I feel like Waltz is trolling me. I need to learn that spell as soon as possible. I yawn and then close my eyes. Sleep comes easy that night. Oh no! Mom! Diana. Oh, that voice. Come back to me, my sweet princess. No. You have no choice in this, little one. You will come back to me, whether you like it or not. I'll be waiting for you. Oh god! I sit up in my bed, my heart pounding loudly in my chest and in my ears. Dream? I wipe unexpected beads of sweat from my forehead as I calm myself with steady breaths. No, I'll never go back to you, Mother. Yeah, you tell her, Diana. You tell her. I end up waking up later than... Why is it playing the spooky music? I don't like that. I ended up waking up later than usual, a result of my practice from yesterday. When I step inside the reception room, I see Jurian and Garland speaking with Parfait, Delora, and Waltz. There's a definite solemnity to the air. They all turn to look at me as I approach. Did something happen? Princess, the palace made an announcement today. They're issuing a higher bounty on your head for murder and treason. What? I hate that. It was very strange, what with the fact they haven't even bothered to look for you since that day. Something must have happened that forced them to suddenly act. Delora soon gathers everyone in the room to discuss Jurian and Garland's discovery. The only one who's not here is Anise, who's in town buying ingredients for the Marchand's meals. I don't love that, gonna be honest. Because A, she could be betraying us for that month, and B, she could be attacked. Like, cash yourself in. I know, right? What if I just went, I'm like, hey, give the money to my friends. We're cool, right? But Diana didn't kill anyone. Isn't there some way to convince them? Alcestar's in power now, and the people— oh, did he actually— oh, I forgot, because my mom she hasn't come out, she hasn't revealed herself, so Alcestar's technically, like, wearing the throne. And the people favor him. Now that everyone remembers who I am, they're once again frightened of me. No one would listen to you. They haven't seen how much you've changed. If only they could understand your circumstances, then they might be more sympathetic. Bless Emmeline, she is the cutest. I look at Emmeline in surprise and find myself smiling at her. Thank you for your kind words. It worked for sure. It could work for us. Probably. Probably not. My mom was just gonna, like, kill me or something. I turn to everyone once again and frown. Once again, I'm the one putting everyone in danger. I'm so sorry. If any one of them gets hurt, I'll never forgive myself. Walt takes my hand and squeezes it. A simple gesture does wonders to calm my nerves. Don't be too hard on yourself, Diana. We told you already. We want to help you. We're in this together. He's right. I'm not sure if there's much Rod, Emmeline, or I could do, but we'll definitely support you until the end. Before, I might have cringed at her words because, ew. But now, Ophelia has nothing to gain from pretending. Mother's right. We're a family, and we'll not abandon you. Ophelia and Emmeline are both smiling at me warmly. Even Rod seems to have a ghost of a smile on his face. Where did these blonde children come from? Like, my dad had black hair, and she has brown hair. So where did the blonde genes come in? I'm just wondering. Thank you. I apologize for bringing this up, Karma, but is it possible to ask for reinforcements from Brigantia? We don't talk about that. Yeah, I guess they must, but it's weird that both of them, I don't know. Oh, that's right, because she didn't marry my dad until later. She had another husband. They're my step-siblings. They're not my— well, I mean, they would be my step-siblings, even if they were just my dad's kids, because Ophelia is not my mom. But, yes, you're right about that. That they're not dad's kids, so she could have had a blonde husband. I also forgot about that. See? You do remember things. Brigantia is one of our neighboring kingdoms. We've never had close ties, mostly because Brigantia's king tends to stay away from our personal and political affairs like a smart king, but whatever. Yes, I know I dated Rome. I kind of, forgot about that. They've always refused to engage in any sort of violent affairs. We all look at Karma, who stands there looking sullen. After a few moments, he lets out an exasperated sigh. You want me to ask the Kingdom of Brigantia for help? I remember Karma mentioning before that he was part of a noble family, but I did not expect him to be from Brigantia. What's he doing here, and how could he possibly ask for help from a king? The king does not participate in battles or skirmishes. It seems unlikely that he would provide support. He wouldn't provide assistance. Not even if his own son asked him? Son? You mean— Karma crosses his arms and sighs. Well, I suppose there's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I'm the son of King Clemente of Brigantia. Judging from the sudden quiet in the room, it seems that Parfait, Delora Waltz, and the Knights were the only ones that knew. You're the Lost Prince? The Lost Prince? Gennaro told me that King Clemente's oldest son had disappeared just a year ago. There were circumstances. My family never knew I had the fairy tale curse. I was forced to leave my kingdom so I could come here to break my curse. He came to Angel to break his curse? His eyes wander slowly to me, but then he focuses once more on the conversation. To answer your question though, no, I do not believe my father would send help. He hasn't heard from me since I left a year ago, and he would most likely think me some kind of imposter unless I showed up at the kingdom's doorstep. Even then, he would have too many questions, and we would never get the help we were seeking in time. Seems we can't rely on them for help, then. Oh, she's back. We all turn to stare at Anise. Segue, I don't know that anyone has brought that up, and I very much appreciate it. The fine Lady Anise has suddenly appeared in the margin. What magic is this? Shut up, Rump. I actually just came back. I'm sorry for startling you all, but I found this and I just had to bring it back. Her smile fades as she pulls out a flyer for us to see. An announcement. From the look of it, 4 days from now, Alcester will make a speech about the changes that are to happen in Anjiao. Changes? That doesn't sound very promising. It means bad news, but it may be worthwhile to take a look. This might give us some insight into what's happening at the palace. Hilda's still in hiding, but it seems very likely she could be involved in all of this somehow. At least he sent notice, I know, right? Well, he needed people to show up, so they could be plotting something special for that day. Garland and I can go to the event then. We'll make sure not to stand out. I'm coming too. No, idiot. Diana, I need to know what's happening. I cannot hide forever, Waltz. I'll go, and I don't need anyone's permission to do so. You're such an idiot. Well, I guess you're technically the next queen, after all. Delora, don't encourage her. We both know how stubborn she is. She won't stay put even if we command her to. Delora looks at me and winks. Faye lets out a heavy sigh. That's not a karma likes you thing. It's a you might one day have the power to break the curse thing. Mac, please allow me to dream. Everyone has a crush on me. It's canon. Waltz and Karma will accompany her then? Waltz nods. Karma looks somewhat startled, but eventually nods as well. So until the day comes, we all need to prepare for the worst case scenario. Everyone dying, basically. Sick. 4 days? I really gotta get good. I've been practicing my magic non-stop since the day we heard of Alcester's speech. I continue to work on my barriers while also continuously attempting that one offensive spell Waltz tried to teach me. Okay, remember what I told you. Focus your energy on the tips of your fingers until you feel the current flow through your veins. Okay. Good. Now try to cast the spell at me again. I don't want to cast it at you. I stretch out my hand and imagine the energy gathering at my fingertips. I see sparks as I begin to cast the spell. Good. Keep going. At the end of my casting time, I can feel the lightning snaking up and down my arms. Now release it. I direct the spell at Waltz with as much strength as I can muster, but it barely touches his barrier before fading away. I groan. Keep getting there, Diana. The magic's weak, but it might still be able to paralyze someone for a time so long as you hit them when they don't have a barrier up. But the speech is tomorrow. I won't be able to master it by then. You don't need to. Let's not assume things will be so bad. I will continuously assume the worst. We're only going there to watch his speech. If that's all it is, you won't need your magic. The two of us continue to diligently work, but after a few more rounds, my arms are sore and my mind is foggy. Welch calls it a day and the two of us retire to our rooms for the night. Is my mom gonna, call me again? I have tossed and turned in my bed for what feels like an hour, but sleep still will not come. It's been almost a month since I last went into town, and it's impossible not to imagine the worst possible scenario for tomorrow. I'll probably be awake until the sun rises. I turn to glance at the doll that Waltz gave me so long ago. She sits on my table, her glassy eyes staring back at me. I wonder if he's already asleep. Maybe he can help me calm my nerves. Waltz? There's only silence. Maybe he's already asleep. I'm about to leave when the door suddenly opens. Oh! Hi. Diana? Hi, Waltz. How's it going? Let me guess. Couldn't sleep? Come in, then. This is inappropriate. We're unchaperoned. I sit on his bed and look around. My eyes shift to his table where I notice a pile of sewing materials and an assortment of puppets. Oh my. You've been working on your puppets? Yeah, I couldn't sleep either. It's been a while since I last did a show, but I want to make sure my puppets and materials are ready to go once this is all over. Excuse me, Waltz, you're gonna be a prince and soon a king. You're not gonna have time for that. I'm sure the children are looking forward to seeing your shows again. Or at least we're gonna get a new venue. I'll build, like, a theater. Yeah? Silence ensues as Walt sits down beside me with one of his puppets. He begins to slowly sew at one of the seams. He looks busy, but maybe I should say something. I mean, like, I don't know. Should I say something? Should I... You know he is following. You know. He's gonna ban all fun. I mean, like, you know, sometimes you don't have to fill the silence when you're really comfortable with someone, right? Plus, that gives him room to talk if he has something he wants to say. I don't know what that would be, but I'm gonna not talk. No, I don't want to disturb him. I continue to watch him in silence. After a few moments, he hesitantly breaks the silence. I hope that the children are looking forward to the new stories I have to tell them. I'm sure that they are. Who knows, maybe after this is all over, I'll finally let you be my assistant. I do think I deserve to join you on stage, Mr. Magician. We'll see. Talking about what happens afterwards makes me feel normal. It gives me some hope. Hope that eventually everything will go back to normal. I feel better now, thank you. Oh, this seems bad. I'm not sure I even did anything. You have just by being here with me. You know I'd do anything for you. Okay, good. Is she finally gonna say something? There's that nickname again. Does it bother you? Yes. No, I was just wondering where it came from. Oh, okay. This kind of seems like too far. Mac, am I too far? Let me know. Red, I never told you the story, did I? Back when I was still your mother's apprentice, my life was dull and empty. Then you showed up. Your circumstances were the same as mine, but your light never faded. You became my hope in that dark place, my light. That's why I consider you my little star. I can only stare as Walt smiles at me. Right now, all I want is to stay by his side, to stay within the comforts of his warmth. Ah! Oh, no, she got... What? I chose, stay silent. The other choice was... talk. I did not talk. I look at him and a thought shifts into my head, tinting my cheeks pink. What is it? Inappropriate. I feel like I'm too far. I feel like I'm too far. I feel like I did bad. I'm sure we're gonna get to this point anyway. If you know what I mean. I'm gonna try talking. I am worried about what may happen tomorrow. Oh, okay, well, I guess this might be nice to discuss. You think too much, Diana. I do. I stare at the puppets on his table. When this is over, will you finally let me be your assistant? Walt smiles and pats my head. When this is all over, I'll give you the spotlight. Alright, fine. I was just trying not to be annoying. I'm sure the children would love your puppet shows. Okay, so let me just, hold on. We're gonna get there. Can I stay with you tonight? Walt's like, what? Oh, Walt's face is tomato red. He looks shocked. Yeah, me too, Waltz, me too. I can't? It's not that I don't want you to, but I might... What? You might what? I mean... He glances away and begins mumbling to himself. I suddenly feel dejected. Don't make that face. Walt sighs. Okay, you can stay. Really? Yeah. Are we gonna cuddle? Look at us cuddle. I do love a good cuddle. Both, oh, this is very cute. I like this one. This might be my favorite CG on this route yet. This is very cute. See, we have clothes on, guys. It's appropriate. Both lay side by side the bed, shifting only slightly. Walt is especially stiff. I wonder why. I wonder why. Especially Sorry, I'm sorry. I loop my arms around his waist and snuggle into the crook of his neck. Aww. Waltz tenses beneath me. Feel like I'm being punished. What? Nothing. Well, that's really not what you want to hear when you're cuddling with a guy. My god. Thank you for letting me stay. My room felt colder than normal tonight. I couldn't help thinking about tomorrow, and then about father, and the facial expressions are kind of weird. Yeah, I know. I mean, she seems nervous. He seems, I don't know, distressed. My words trail off, so I try to focus on Waltz's warmth. Please do not leave me as well, Waltz. Diana, look at me. I move back to look up at him. Waltz stares at me with an intensity that makes it difficult to look away. His features are illuminated by the soft moonlight, making them stand out all the more. My heart skips a beat. I'm not going anywhere, Diana. I'll always be wherever you are. I promise to always protect you. I reach out to touch his cheek. Thank you. He smiles at me before putting his arm around my waist and pulling me closer. Ooh! I snuggle against his chest, taking in his warmth. I eventually fall asleep in his arms. Aww. That was really cute. I did like that. I really like this song too, Waze. This isn't, yeah. I like this one too. This song's pretty. It's too much, too much. Too much for Mac. Sit down. Get some water. Today is the day. Everyone's been busy preparing for the speech. I was told to relax, and I've used the opportunity to move into the forest to get some fresh air. If only everywhere was peaceful as this. Diana, oh, hey. I turn around to see Ophelia slowly walking towards me, a hesitant smile on her face. Ophelia. I'm sorry that I cannot be of much help during these distressing times. You've already helped me enough, Ophelia. You supported Father when I did not. You have to stay safe, you and the others. You've truly changed. Ophelia takes my hands in hers and looks at me solemnly. Promise me you'll come back to us. I'll be praying that nothing happens today, but if it does, I beseech you to put your safety first. Ophelia, I'm fully not going to do that. I may not be your real mother, but you have always been my daughter. Ah, whoa. Guilt floods through me. I've been cruel to her ever since she first came into our lives, and yet she still treats me so warmly. I do not deserve your kindness after all I've done to you, Emmeline and Rod. I'm so sorry. Ophelia pulls me into a hug and smooths down my hair. That's all in the past now, dear. What matters now is the present. I nod and close my eyes. I missed out on so many things when I closed my heart up to everyone. I'd always thought I was alone, but I was wrong. Thank you, Ophelia. Aw, well, I'm glad. I felt like we haven't really repaired our relationship with Mom. Maybe a little bit in Rod's route, but I feel like this was even more of that, and I liked it. Sir Alcaster's speech starts in an hour, oh my god, and everyone's making last-minute preparations before we go into town. Ophelia, Emmeline, and Anise will stay behind, as Rod and Rumple volunteered to watch over them. Delora and Parfait left yesterday to attend a meeting with the fairies. Apparently they found someone who holds important information about Mother and her plans. Mysterious. Emmeline approaches me, her eyebrows creased. Diana, should you see your mother there, what will you do? I don't know, kill her, probably. I haven't really, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming chapter 9 is gonna be, like, the speech and all the shit that's gonna go down, so it wouldn't surprise me, Mac. I haven't really thought about it yet. We're bound to face her sometime soon. I know that she's your mother, Princess, but are you emotionally ready to face her? Jurian, never. I'm taken aback by her question. Jurian. I apologize for being blunt, but we all have to consider the worst possible scenario, don't we? I need to know that the princess is ready to face her. In a battlefield, one must not hesitate. I mean, yeah, I know. Jurian continues to look at me, waiting for my answer. I finally face her with determination. I will face her, and I will stop her. Hell yeah. You know I will. The queen. That's me. I'm the queen. I stand in an alleyway with Waltz, Jurian, and Karma, making sure to stay hidden in the shadows as we watch the sea of people moving towards the plaza. Garland is scouting around the plaza for Knight's positions, and we have been waiting here for him. Oh, look at my little jacket! Oh, I'm so cute. There's so many people. I love the print. I love this flower print. Okay, this is where we split up. Remember that we're trying to avoid needless battle. If anything should happen, fleeing is the better option. I'm not a fool. I would not pick a fight that would put anyone in needless danger. Just like in Fire Emblem 7. Yeah, right. I'm glad you understand. Remember, we're only here to watch and listen. I don't want us to get into a skirmish if we can help it. So, should anything go wrong, we need you to retreat, Princess. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna, do that, though. Well, I should probably say yes to her, otherwise I'm gonna cause a huge stink. Right? I feel like they'll just set me back down and leave me at home if I give them sass. Sorry, also I'm picking some nail polish off of my nails. Does this say barcode? It kind of looks like that says barcode. Nah, I'm not leaving you. Diana, this isn't the time to be stubborn. It is not about stubbornness. It's just that all I've ever done is run. I refuse to keep fleeing. I have people to protect, and I will not let them down. Running away isn't always cowardice. That may be, but sometimes there are situations that you need to face head on. This is one of those situations. Please understand, Waltz. Haha! Always be stubborn. Never tell them what they want to hear in this game. I just don't want you to get hurt, Diana. I know. I look at Waltz, feeling at a loss. No matter what I say, he'll always insist on my safety first, and it's honestly annoying. Garland suddenly appears with a stiff frown. Look who I found. Oh my god, it's Fritz. I turn to look at Garland and notice the man beside him. My eyes widen at the sight of him. Everyone is here. Fritz? Garland pushes him in front. Oh, don't push him. Fritz stumbles forward. He falls to his knees only a few inches away from me. You're okay. Thank goodness you're alright, Princess. I twitch to the side of his face. There's no sign of the wicked smile. Wicked, honestly a little hot, smile that was on his face when he was under the guise of Varg. Though he looks confused, the relief in his eyes seems genuine. Are you truly Fritz? Or are you Varg? Or both? Both is an option. Huh? I'm the Fritz you've always known, Princess, your loyal knight. I raised an eyebrow. I can still remember what happened weeks ago when the mask fell from his face in the room with the Tenebrarum. In that moment I saw Fritz's face, no matter what Varg said. Varg was in league with Alcester and Mithros. The man I saw back then was definitely Fritz, even if he never confirmed it. What are you doing here? Fritz flinches. I've been searching for you. Why? So you can take me back to Mithros? Or are you here to kill me? Fritz bows low, his clenched hands trembling at his sides. I will not surrender you to Sir Mithros. My loyalty has always been to the kingdom and to you. I could never hurt you, Princess. Yeah, that didn't sound suspicious at all. But I don't blame you for doubting me. My father... I would have stopped him if I knew. Fritz glances up at me slow- Oops, sorry, I accidentally right-clicked. His expression resolute. I had just escaped yesterday when I was captured by knights. I managed to escape from them today, but only barely. I was supposed to meet the Lucha Sparrow yesterday. Fritz glares, not at me, but through me, as if remembering something unpleasant. That was when I was able to take control of my body again just a few days ago. I'd been searching for you, but instead found some witches who seemed to be in league with the Lucha Sparrow. I requested an audience with her as soon as possible because I wasn't sure how long I could keep Varg at bay. At bay? Fritz, explain! About Varg? No, about the audience. I don't care about Varg. I do. Princess, this could all be some elaborate ruse of his. I have a responsibility to at least hear him out. What do you want from Parfait? I have important information about Hildur. Oh, Mother? Lady Parfait did say that her and Delora were going to meet with someone who had information on Hildur. Oh, I guess it's him. And you believe that their meeting was with this man. Karma turns to Fritz, clearly skeptical. That seems like it could be coincidence. How are we to believe you? Fritz is silent for a few moments. After some time, he speaks again, more hesitantly. I know that apologizing won't change the fact that I've betrayed the princess and the kingdom. But right now, I'm doing my best to right my wrongs while I still have control over my body. The knights are still searching for me as we speak, so I'll make this as brief as I can. Hildur is growing weaker. This must break. I know. Fritz must be so sad. What? I haven't been myself for the past few weeks, but I still have portions of Varg's memories. I remember that she's bedridden, still being treated for wounds that she sustained during the Great War. Then she's now sick like Parfait, only Mother seems to have it worse than her. I overheard Mithras say that the crystal no longer recognizes her as its sole bearer. Parfait says something similar, but she said she can no longer feel Mother's connection with the Tenebrarum, but what Fritz just said... It seems that the crystal has seen both of you as bearers. It's stretching its energy to both of you. This might be why Hildur hasn't regained her full powers and has remained weak. Walt stares at Fritz, his eyes wide. The crystal having two bearers? I didn't think such a thing was possible. Is this why Hildur still refuses to show herself in public? Yes, the witches who used to be on her side doubt her capability to rule. None of them want to help her while she's still so weak. Mithras figures that the only way to get the crystal to fully accept Hildur is to drain the rest of your powers. That's why the palace has issued a higher bounty on your head. Let me read this. Sorry, something about what? Cool. But Father's no longer interested in actively hunting for you. There's been a rift between him and Mithras because of this. Walt crosses his arms, his expression thoughtful. I'm surprised Hildur hasn't disposed of Alcester yet. Hey, that's what I said. If he's still alive, it means he must still play an important role in her plans. Fritz's expression quickly morphs into something grim as he frowns down at the ground. You're right. Walt and I exchange a look before we turn back to Fritz. Mithras plans to kill my father today. Fritz's eyes are distant, his mouth pulled into a tight grimace. All I can do is stare at him, uncertain of what he's just told me. Hildur will show herself to the public today. She and Mithras plan to kill Father in front of an audience in the hopes that their fear and despair will fuel the Tenebrarum. Yeah, that's a thing. They think fueling the Tenebrarum might make Hildur stronger. And is he aware? Or no, I'm guessing no. They plan to use the fear of the public to achieve their own ends. This is not good. With that many people here, the Tenebrarum might indeed see that surge of power again. Even a weakened Hildur will be difficult to fight, but if we stand more of a chance against her now than we do if she fuels the Tenebrarum with negativity. Please save the kingdom, princess. Could you maybe have told us this yesterday? I know, right? Wait, we got an hour to plan. Fritz looks at me imploringly. I shake my head slowly. I'm confused. You betrayed us, but you're still helping us as well. Which side are you on? The only reason why I'm working for them in the first place is because of my curse. I swear it. Fritz tries to stand up, but his knees wobble, and suddenly he's down on the ground again, his hand clutching at his chest. Fritz? No, not yet. Fritz looks at me, his pale face covered in sweat. I have no idea how long I can suffocate Varg, so please, bind me, freeze me, do what you can to keep me from chasing after you. I don't want to hurt anyone anymore. Fritz keels over, his forehead touching the ground. Please. Waltz? I know. Tie him up or something, yeah. Walt snaps his fingers and a rope of light appears around Fritz's wrists, pulling him down to the ground. Cover his mouth, too. Don't let him scream. I furrow my eyebrows at Fritz, even as he cocks his head to look at me. Thank you. You don't have much time left. I plan to deliver my message to the Lucius Bearer, but I leave it in your capable hands instead. Fritz, I'm so sorry. I'll do anything to protect my charge. Now go. Jurian nods at me. Don't worry, Garland and I will keep an eye on him. Garland quickly informs us of the knight's positions around the plaza and gives us clues as to where we might hide to avoid their prying eyes. After he's finished his briefing, Walt, Karma, and I hurry off. Father, please watch over us today. Oh, we're just right outside. Okay. There's so many people here. They have no idea the seemingly harmless speech will be the start of their nightmares. I've been fiddling with my fingers since we got here, my nerves slowly taking over me. There are so many knights. And it's just an excuse to hide his bondage. No. I pulled on the hood of my cloak to make sure my face is concealed from them. Walt suddenly reaches out to take my hand. He raises it to his lips. Oh, cute. Hi. Hello. Walt looks at me with a gentle smile. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. Is that my head down there? Am I that much shorter than him? Is he like a full, like, head and a half taller than me? I'm not worried about myself. I'm more worried about the people's safety, as well as our friends. I will not forgive myself if something bad happens to them. You're not the only one responsible for protecting everyone here. Remember that I'll always share your burden. Those eyes, those dang eyes. I know, right? I will save here. I think the correct answer is I know. I look up at him and smile. Thank you. I told you, I mean, that one was like a gimme. I told you so many times that I would do anything for you, Diana. I feel the same way. Walt wraps his arms around my waist and draws me close to him. We do not have time for this, fam. Walt? No. Walt takes my hand and plants a kiss on my fingers. You worry too much, princess. Click the scroll wheel. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely my head. He is that much taller than me. It's choice. How I wish I could share your optimism. And his casualness. How does he manage to act like this in front of so many people? And at so dire a time? The king is here. A woman announces the king's presence, and Walt and I immediately turn our attention to— is that my sleeve? Oh, well, I thought it was the top of my head, because I have a cloak on. He takes a step away from me, arms at his side, expression suddenly stoic. Alcester walks to the center of the platform with a triumphant smile. You're gonna die today. Hi, Blade Edge, how are you? Good day, my loyal subjects. Everyone goes silent to the sound of his voice. I know that much has happened. I think that was a Diana POV. Yeah, I mean, probably. I know that much has happened in our kingdom since the late King Gennaro passed away. We are still exerting our efforts to find the king's murderer, his very own daughter that everyone conveniently forgot about. Rest assured that justice shall find this criminal, even if she is our own princess. So that was the true height difference. Anyone who's able to surrender her to the palace will be rewarded handsomely. Members of the crowd begin to chatter amongst each other. We love money. It hurts that people believe him, but I cannot say I blame them. As your king, I will do everything in my power to make sure the kingdom flourishes under my rule. My mom. Oh, here comes Mom. Everyone, Alcester so unaware he's dead. He is a dead man walking right now. What a sight. Even after all these years, you humans never change. That voice. Mom! I frantically look around for her, but though her voice echoes around us, she's nowhere to be seen. Honestly, bummer. Where is she hiding? The crowd grows restless at the sight of her voice, or sound of her voice. Sorry, you can't see a voice. What am I talking about? Many try to search for her with their eyes. You lot are nothing but manipulative, lying rodents. And yet you call us witches the wicked ones. Oh, uh-oh. Mom? A bright light fades into existence right beside Alcester. A silhouette emerges from the light, and suddenly I could see her in all of her wicked, super hot glory. Oh, Mom, how's it going? My mother, the witch who killed my father, and also Mithros. He is also here, and we do not care about him, actually. Mithros stands behind her. She's here. Her sudden appearance causes the already restless crowd to break into a panic. Silence? One word from her and the crowd falls into silence. Not a single person dares to move, their eyes now glued to the witch in front of them. Alcester acts more quickly than I expected, drawing his sword from its sheath and pointing it at her neck. Damn, alright. What are you doing here? You should be thankful that I let you play king for so long, but I'm afraid playtime is over. That crown belongs to me. Mother faces the crowd with a smile and spreads her arms in a gesture of grandness. Angiel, your queen is back. Mother is even paler than when I last saw her, making the dark circles stand out even more beneath her eyes. She looks worse than Parfait, man. I won't let you steal my crown, witch. Oh, but I was not the one who stole it in the first place. Alcester grits his teeth and charges towards Mother. Mithros deftly steps in front of her and casts a shield. Alcester slams his sword into an invisible wall. Then, with a wave of Mithros' hand, Alcester is suddenly thrown back. Once again, the crowd becomes restless. I've tolerated you for far too long, human. But right now, you are inconsequential. Uh-oh. Sparkling icicles dart. There's just a very loud sound. Sorry. Appear midair as Mother raises her hand. They point outwards, casting themselves in direction of the townspeople. She used the spell before, but now there are even more of them. She looks weak, yet she can still manage this much. She can easily destroy this part of town with that spell. I stare at Walt's eyes wide, then lower my voice into a panicked whisper. I thought she was planning to kill Alcaster. Seems like the plans have changed. Farewell, my disloyal subjects. I cannot let her do this. Diana? Oh, I'm running. I ignore Waltz and quickly run up to the center of the crowd, knowing this would be the most effective place to set up the barrier. A strong gust of wind causes my hood to come off. Because of course it does. Oh, look how cool I look. Kind of a badass. I stretch out my arms as I concentrate on casting a shield around the entirety of the crowd. Isn't that the princess? Witch! I do my best to shut out everyone's voices as I push all of my energy towards the palm of my hands, imagining an impenetrable glass arching in front of us. I know, yeah, it does look cool. As soon as I've cast the massive shield, the icicles shatter upon impact, falling away. Girl, slay. Do it. I wince at the impact, but force myself to stand steady even when I'm pushed back. I will not let you hurt anyone anymore, Mother. The crowd begins to murmur all around us. Oh, so you finally showed up, little one. It's good to see you again, my dear daughter. I knew I'd see some sort of reaction if I opened my speech like this. Ah, shit. She did this to draw me out? Now be a good girl and hand over what's rightfully mine. You won't get away with this, witch. Wow, you're still up and going, huh? Alcaster's once again back on his feet, his sword poised and ready to strike. He cannot defeat Mother with a mere sword. Mother looks at Alcaster, a wide grin slowly parts her lips. But I already have. Mother flicks her hand and a silver light begins to gather in her palm. I recognize that spell. As much as I hate Alcaster for what he has done to this kingdom, I cannot just stand idly by as she summons a spell to kill him. I push myself forward, running towards Alcaster. Alcaster, run! But I'm too late. Seconds later, a sword of light appears and impales Alcaster right through his chest. Well, I tried. He's dead. No! This time the crowd finally begins to disperse. People begin to push past each other, screaming and crying. Most of them are almost at the edges of the plaza before Mother casts another spell, creating a barrier to lock everyone inside. Oh, now he'll be fine. A strange wave of energy pulsates through my body, making me stumble. That's right, feed me your fear. That's such a metal line, and I love it. The people's negative energy is fueling the Tenebrarum. My eyes shift towards Mother, whose grin is deranged and humanly wide. A shiver runs down my spine. Mother, stop this madness. In the moment of hesitation, Waltz rushes forward to cast a spell. Purple spikes run towards Mother, but she does nothing to stop them. Mithras effortlessly stands in front of her, casting a shield. The force of Waltz's spell sends him stumbling backward. I hear his shield crack. Mithras tries to keep it up, but ends up succumbing to the force of Waltz's spell. Eventually the glass shatters and the spikes force their way through. One of them impales Mithras through the chest. Oh damn, he's dead too. Well, that was easy. Ugh. Mother glances at Waltz, her lips pulled into a pleased smile. Impressive. You could still use your magic, even after having been separated from it for so long. I expect nothing less from my superior apprentice. Oh, that's a ceremonious death. I mean, yeah, he's dead now. Mother turns to Mithras and raises her eyebrows slowly. You are still a disappointment, Myth. My queen. These are the last words he can manage before he stops speaking. Father! Oh, Fritz, no! Fritz's voice echoes around the suddenly silent plaza. He rushes towards Alcaster. Is he still tied up? Who manages to walk a good distance away from Mother before he collapses to the ground. Soon, Fritz is kneeling right beside Alcaster's bloody body. Jurian and Garland are right behind him. I'm about to walk over to them, but Karma holds my arm and pulls me back. Don't. But you do not want to set your eyes on such a grisly sight up close, Princess. Dude, my dad died right in front of me. I think I could handle it. Yeah, Mithras was a simp. He went out like a simp. Mother watches Fritz and the two knights approach with disinterest. This is his fate for trying to steal what's rightfully mine. Alcaster brings his hand to his mouth and coughs. I can see blood on his hands. Father's last moments flash through my head, but I wheel the memory away as Mother turns her gaze on me. Mother surveys me with a warm smile. She holds out her hand and beckons me over. Join me, Diana. We were meant to rule this kingdom hand in hand from the start. These humans do not deserve your protection. They deserve to suffer after everything they've done to our kind. I shake my head. I'd rather die than join you. What? Ungrateful brat. This is how you repay everything I've done for you. You've done nothing for me. Very well. If you wish for death, I shall give it to you. Once I'm done with you, I will destroy this kingdom and start anew. It'll be a kingdom for the witches and I. I will not let you do that. Oh, purple. Purple's bad. We don't like purple. Mother's taken. Oh, no, we do like purple. Mother's taken by surprise when another purple spike suddenly pushes through the ground towards her. She takes a step back, avoiding the brunt of the attack, but her arm's still grazed. Blood oozes from a newly opened gash. Waltz! You'll have to get through me first. You can't stop me, traitor. Oh. Mother extends her hands, and in mere moments, lightning has suddenly appeared and is winding its way up Waltz's body. Hey, that's the spell you tried to teach me! No. Oh, no. Shit. Guys. Is the best defense a good offense? I haven't been able to successfully do it yet, so I don't know if I'm confident, but what am I gonna do by running to him? Like, he's fucked, right? I'm getting the vibe that we should attack. Right? But YOLO, let's do it. Do it. I act on impulse. I know the spell I've been taught will not even graze her, but I do not consider that consequence as I raise my hand to cast the spell. Power slowly begins to trickle through my veins and into my palms as I approach the platform. I know if I get, like, real close with it, and just, like, you know, while she's focusing on Waltz, I just, like, nail her in the back. Let him go. Okay, well, that's not... Diana, don't. My heart is in my throat as I draw closer to where they are. Let him go. I will do anything. Just let him go. Anything? Mother's voice is terrible and sweet, her tone filled with poison. I cannot bring myself to look at her. Instead, I keep my eyes firmly focused on Waltz. When Waltz speaks my name, it's in the soft voice that I've come to love so dearly. Diana, if you wish so much to save him, then you must return what you have taken from me, the Crystallum Tenebrarum. And then you will become my sweet, obedient daughter once more. Only then will I let Waltz go. Waltz's eyes begin to dim and I can see the hope draining out of him. See, maybe that was a bad idea. After all, we never mastered the spell. Yeah, are you telling me I'm wrong? Yeah, I feel like you're telling me I'm wrong, right? I'm sorry, Waltz, but I cannot lose you too. You know where to find me, Diana. Yeah, I'm feeling like you were telling me I was wrong. The anime trope. It failed me. We gotta run to him. I rush towards him. Let him go. Diana, no, it's not safe. Mother, please don't hurt him. Mother looks at me and then to Waltz. Her lips slowly curl into a wicked grin. So this is what your relationship has become? Ew. Gross. My heart is in my throat as I draw closer to where they are. Let him go. She shouldn't be that mad. We can have some powerful witch babies. I will do anything. Just let him go. Okay, I think we've seen this already. Yeah. Wait, so that was right? I didn't see it go off, but I heard the sound, so. I cannot lose you two. You know where to find me. The longer you keep me waiting, the longer he suffers. Oh, what? Did she take my boyfriend? There's a blinding flash of light, and then Mother and Waltz are both gone. Honestly rude. No, a dull ache begins to spread through my chest. Again, I wasn't able to do anything again. Why am I so weak? Suddenly, I feel Jurian's hand on my shoulder. I turn to look at her. She stares at me solemnly for a few moments before her expression breaks and she shakes her head. Don't blame yourself for this. There's nothing you could have done. I have to save him. Jurian looks through me and I follow her gaze. The people are starting to back away, their expressions a mixture of fear and anger. This is exactly like 4 years ago. What should we do now? That witch just killed the new king. Everyone, it's best for all of you to go home and stay there where you'll be safe. And what? Wait until that witch kills us? One woman points an accusing finger at me. Her fear is palpable. That murderer is a witch as well. She's exactly like her mother. A wicked witch. Wow, guys, rude. The people begin to curse me. I stand quietly and listen to their insults. I cannot blame them for thinking this way. Karma moves to stand beside Jurian, and the two of them shield me from the angry masses. I doubt any of these people will listen to anything I have to say. Why did I stop playing here? Mag, I know. Don't worry. We're gonna finish this together, you and me. Stop. A familiar man walks towards us with a gentle smile. Yes, you remember me? You helped make my daughter happy on her special day with your gift. I'm surprised when both he and his wife come to stand beside me. What are you doing? I can finally properly repay you for what you've done. The man smiles at me before turning his attention to the crowd. We won't let you hurt the princess. Rumors may have spread about her being a cold and wicked person, but those rumors are false. Well, I mean, they were true, but, like, just not now, you know what I mean? I know the truth. She's truly a kind person. She just protected us from the evil queen. Have you no shame? The angry shouting began to fade into hushed accusations and aggressive whispering. That's right. We won't let you hurt Big Sister. Aw, the kids. These are the children that Waltz and I played with, the ones that watched his shows. The children stand to my other side. Big Sister is a very good person, and we won't let you hurt her. I can only stare in shock at everyone around me. My vision blurs as tears come to my eyes. I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. Everyone. A simple act of kindness can go a long way, can't it? These people believe in me. That's why I have to live up to their hopes. Thanks, Mini Hiyoko. I know, right? I take a deep breath and start walking forwards. Jurian grabs my hand, her brows creasing with worry, but I shake my head at her and smile. I'll be okay. Jurian looks at me for a few moments before she finally releases me. Now that I'm directly in front of everyone, the area has quieted. I close my eyes and take another deep breath. Slowly, I get down on one knee before them. I'm gonna cry, I know, right? I'm sorry. The crowd begins to murmur again. I can hear more than a few stifled gasps. Princess, you shouldn't. I raise a hand to silence Jurian. Shh, shh, shh. I once again look to the townspeople. I know my words are meaningless, but I still want to apologize for everything my mother has done, and also to the people that I have hurt. I was blind and naive, ignoring the fear and anxiety of so many people. But I've grown since then, and now I see with clear eyes the hatred you have for my mother and me. I guess you know you'll never be important in this kingdom when you're born without eyes. I know, right? You're doomed to your fate of being a side character. They don't even name you, they just name you Man or, like, Man B. The crowd remains silent, so I continue. The King Gennaro was killed by my mother, and I was not strong enough to save him. So, yes, you are correct. I am the reason he's dead now. But I made a promise to him, and I intend to keep it. I don't think we need the slipper. Our curse was broken. I'm pretty sure we're 18 now. So I don't think we actually broke our curse in this one. I think we just turned 18 and it broke on its own. Unless it broke right before that. Mac, do you remember? I'm getting the roots confused. But I made a promise to him and I intend to keep it. I will protect Angiel in his stead, and I hope that all of you will give me a chance to prove myself worthy as your princess and your future queen. Right before, I think I saved someone. Like, I think it was maybe my dad. I saved my dad, like, right before. Not saved him from death, obviously, but, like, I saved him, and that was my final good deed. I promise I'll make things right again, no matter what it takes. I bow my head once again before standing. I then turn to Jurian and Karma. I notice that Fritz and Garland are absent, and that Alcester is nowhere to be seen. Where are Garland and Fritz? They took Alcester's body away from all of this. Body, you mean... He's passed. A heaviness begins to sink into my chest. Bloodshed will only beget more bloodshed. This is why I cannot let anyone die anymore. Please do your best, big sister. I'm pulled out of my reverie by the voice of one of the little boys. Let's play together again when you come back. I stare at their smiling faces with bleary eyes. I do not even know if I'll live through this, but I do not have the heart to ruin their optimism. I'd like that. I need them to keep hoping for a better tomorrow so they'll be strong enough to stand on their own feet if they must face the whole world. Did I say their whole feet? I don't remember. Did I fuck that up? Maybe. Jurian, tell Delora and Parfait what happened when they come back to the Marchen. What are you planning to do? Obviously, under no circumstances are you to go to that witch alone, am I clear? Waltz would not want you to sacrifice yourself for him. I stepped back and smiled to her and Karma. I apologize for this. I back away towards the palace, putting as much distance as I can between me and the crowd, the platform, and Karma and Jurian. Then, as swiftly as I can, I hold up my hand to cast a large, dome-shaped shield around the palace and I. Smart. The energy is falling away from me even as I cast the spell, only to be replaced by new energy. The Tenebrarum is gaining power. No! Jurian rushes toward the shield and places her hands on it. She calls my name, but I only shake my head at her. Princess Diana, do not be so foolish. No, I refuse to let anyone die. I can manage the shield for an hour. That should be enough time to save Waltz and end this for good. I offer one last smile before I turn and rush through the palace gates. Jurian and Karma continue to call my name, but to no avail. Damn, I'm actually pretty powerful if I can hold a huge shield like that. I'm sorry, everyone, but this is something that I must do on my own. This is the only way I can protect you all. I expected resistance when I entered the palace, but to my surprise, there's no one here. Not a single soul. Everyone must have evacuated when Mother appeared outside. I know, right, Mac? Me too. The stagnant air around me is suffocating. We already got a bonus CG, though, of me casting that badass shield spell, so they probably couldn't do another one. The night air is quiet and cold as death. My footsteps are very loud in the emptiness of the palace. If I give my powers to her voluntarily, will I die? This thought has haunted me since I first entered the palace. All too soon the doors to the throne room are before me. I pause in front of them, suddenly feeling anxious. There must be something else I can do besides submit to Mother. I need to find a way to protect Waltz and save Angiel from her. I clasp my hands together in a silent prayer. Father, please guide me. I take a deep breath and with renewed determination, push open the doors. And that is gonna be our chapter 10. The brightest star. Is the good one, but you know what time it is. We gotta break our hearts first. I'm gonna save it right here. And I'm pretty sure we can do chapter 6. Mac, do you have a guide pulled up ready to give me the wrong answers? If not, could I ask you to do that? Is that too much to ask? I could probably also do it, but I thought you might already have one. You got me? Oh, bless. Alright, give me those sweet, sweet wrong answers. I'm starting from chapter 6. I think that's enough. I think this is the beginning of chapter 6, so we'll see. I like that the music didn't even change. I think this is the first choice of chapter 6, so listen to him or stay with him. I don't remember which ones I got wrong, so I can't necessarily tell. Stay? Alright. Yeah, I think we've done this one. Alright, great. Wait, no, listen. Sorry. Oh, no, that's cool. No, I got it. Hey, you were giving me the right answers. You're too good at your job. That's the problem. I can't ask you to do your job badly. Listen. Oh, see, I haven't gotten this one. Waltz says his hands, hundreds of flower petals. Oh, that's nice. Little parlor tray, go. Ask Waltz silently, got it. Alright, I'm not really reading this because... Alright. Ask Waltz to use his magic. I'm sure he can handle them. I think we've heard enough. And it's probably gonna fail, which is devastating. Oh, wow. It actually kind of works, though. Alright, there we go. Yes. Oh, I haven't seen this yet, so it's, there we go. Had I not exhausted my... Oh, wait! This is actually different. Because I made him use his magic, he couldn't transport everyone back to the margin? Oh, and then we use the vial. This'll work. Oh, and then... Damn! This is completely... Hold on, this is completely different. Hang on, I gotta, like, I can't skip through all this, because this is actually completely different. Disgruntled shout, found the king. Oh. Use the sleeping spell. Wait, this is crazy. Hold on. When am I gonna go back? Waltz is dying. Retreat. Oh my god. Hold on, this is weird. Thank you. I need to go back for the king. Okay, so then I'm gonna go. Then he passes out and that's why I get to go. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was gonna be so different. Man, I really freaking made the right choice there, huh? Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Jeez, that was a lot. Okay. Stay silent. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've done something to hurt you. Because he still doesn't remember me at this point. I was a bad father. Alright, great. Agree. I would never have, I was gonna say, I would never have agreed to help Sir Mithras. Are you kidding me? Gross. Alright, great. Sass. Oh, and I bandaged his arm. Oh, that's nice. What took you so long? Breaking in here wasn't exactly easy. Sass. Only sass. That really should be the right one. What are you talking about? Great. I'll have to rely. Yeah, see, that's so not confident. Deflector. No. I knew it. Why did I think too hard? So stupid. He only kissed me on the forehead because I didn't get it right. Bummer. I didn't get a real kiss. Silent. Yeah, I know that's wrong. I understand. I know, whatever. This burden is mine to carry. Great. He didn't like that. And then attack, because we did that. And then we could just, like, kind of skip. And we're gonna see if we did it right. I think I can. Would have worked there. Oh, that's fine. Oops. Alright, let's see if we did it right. I'm sorry, I cannot be the queen. Yep, this looks different. I cannot be the queen you wanted me to be. Waltz's life hangs in the balance. I must save him. I'm sorry for being selfish. I take a deep breath and with renewed determination push open the doors. Alright, I think we've done it. Bad ending, let's go. Peter Pan and the Lost Girl. Oh no, this is gonna be very sad. Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to be sad? Get the tissues. Get the popcorn. The first thing I see is Mother sitting upon Father's throne. Hello, dearest one. Mother. Somehow she looks even worse than earlier. My gaze is drawn to where Waltz is sitting at Mother's feet. His eyes widen when he notices me. A bright light surrounds his body like a rope, keeping him in place. Waltz? It looks as if he's trying to say something, but his mouth does not budge. It's as if his lips are sewn shut. What have you done to him? Don't worry, Diana, he's unharmed, but with these bindings, his magic is restricted. I just didn't want him to ruin our mother-daughter bonding time, so I sealed his lips. Mother draws her hand through Waltz's hair in a way that reminds me of a mother coddling her child. I clench my fists. Let him go. Mother's eyes flash. She could hurt him so easily if I anger her. Damn, you're doing some weird stuff in here, lady. I'm here now, so let him go. I think I shall keep him where he is until your side of the agreement is completed, dearest one. I can only manage to glare at her. Oh, my darling, don't look at me like that. Don't you want things to be how they were? We were so happy when we were together. I shake my head at her. That wasn't happiness. You kept me from happiness. And when I finally did find happiness, you took it away. Having friends, being loved by father. I could have had all those things if it weren't for you. And even now, you would take Waltz from me. Mother rests her chin on the palm of her hand, expression cold as ice. This boy makes you happier than I do? You would choose him over me? I'm not looking at Mother when I answer. Instead, I direct my attention to Waltz, who's shaking his head at me. My only apology to him is a silent frown. Yes. I meet Mother's gaze at last. Tell me what I must do. Waltz is so dead. I know, right? Come on. You gotta play this a little smart. Tell me what I must do to save him. I know this is the bad ending, so I'm being a dumb bitch. The silence in the throne room is deafening, but I'm resolute. No matter what happens, Waltz must live. Mother raises her hand to her chest, and moments later, a silver crystal begins to form, floating above the palms of her hands. The crystal's light is dim, its surface clouded, but I know exactly what it is. The Crystallum tenebrarum. It looks so much smaller than it was before. Mother walks towards me, a gentle smile on her face. Oh, honey, you screwed up. We both are, or someone's gonna die. And it won't be her. Come, darling. Raise your hands to the tenebrarum. I falter for an instant. If you take my powers from me, will I die? I will be very careful, Diana. Since you're offering your powers willingly, no harm shall come to you. Mother smiles so sweet, her voice so reassuring. Don't do this, Diana. Oh, hi. Waltz, your voice. If she takes away all your powers, you'll be nothing but an empty shell. Lied as naturally she breathed. Mother slaps Waltz before he can say anything else. He falls to his side, his body still incapable of movement. Waltz! Well, I am impressed that you managed to break that spell. I am confident that you will not be able to break your bindings. Mother lets out an exasperated sigh. My patience is running out, Diana. If you don't give me what I want, then I will have to force it from you. I see Mother flick her hand to cast a spell. I'm about to move, but I'm too late. Her spell collides with my body. I expect to feel pain, but I'm surprised by the sudden lightness that overtakes me. Soon my eyes grow heavy and my knees buckle, causing me to fall to the floor. I feel as light as air. Diana! I continue to lay there on the floor, unmoving, as Mother strides towards me. Don't worry, little one. Your nightmares will soon be over. Her face is the last thing I see before I'm consumed by an endless darkness. This is gonna get fucked up. Have you done as I commanded? Yes. Oh, look at Mom. I can't hear you, Waltz. Yes, my queen. This pettiness is unlike you, Waltz. I expected more. If you do not like working for me, you can simply say so. I will not force you to continue here against your will. You have served me well these past few months, after all. You know full well why I'm still here. You're still so enraptured with my daughter. But I do not blame you. I think she's lovelier now than she ever has been before. She does not talk back, she does not rebel, and she does everything I tell her to. She's far more obedient this way. I prefer it. Don't you agree, Diana? Yes. You made her like this. Of course you would think so. Oh, but she isn't dead. Isn't that why you continue to stay here? Out of some desperate hope that you'll be able to break her out of this spell, return her to the way that she was. How foolish. I must assure you there's no way to reverse this spell. If Diana had been a good girl and done as she was told in the first place, she would not have to be like this. Indeed, because you interrupted the initial process, there was no way for me to be restored to power without taking Diana's spirit. In a way, you made her like this, Waltz. She sacrificed herself for you. You have no one to blame but yourself. Stop it. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to hurt her. Don't you love her? Deeply, as truly as any mother should love her daughter. It is a shame you cannot recognize that, Walt. I have only acted for the benefit of all the witches. One day you will accept that. I know Diana already has. Am I right, Diana? Yes. Mother. Oh, that's pretty fucked up. That's not the worst one, though. I mean, there have been... I mean, it is worse than him dying. Oh, bad. Bad end. Bad ending. Don't worry, we can do better than that. Oh, wait, I didn't get the achievement, though. I want that. We got all... I got an achievement, for that, and I also got an achievement for getting all the bad endings, so, like, no. We can fix this. That's not really what happened. I mean, at least, I don't know. I feel like some of the others were way more shocking than that one. That was about what I expected to happen. Alright, let's do this right. Let's finish this out with a bang. We can do this. When I enter the room, Mother's the first person I see. She's sitting so regally on the throne, but as I draw closer, I notice how pale she's become since I last saw her, which was like 5 minutes ago. My gaze shifts to... Yeah, that one was just messed up. Shifts to Walt, who's kneeling beside her like a loyal servant, a rope of light binding him in place. Walt? Diana, you shouldn't have come here. Mother flicks her wrist, tightening Walt's bound. That should be bonds, whatever. Hush now. My mind is racing as I desperately try to conjure a plan. If Walt has yet to escape, it must be because his bindings are stopping him from using his magic. If I can just break Mother's concentration. Oh, that's D&D rules, baby. Perhaps I can free him, but how do I do that? A terrible pain travels through my chest and makes my heart throb. I put a hand on my chest and grimace. It feels as if some part of me has suddenly been severed. This feeling, could it be that the shield I built around the palace has been destroyed? Oh, it seems like we have visitors. Visitors? Wow, that was fast. Come on, guys, at least give me a shot. The door flies open and Parfait suddenly walks in, face stern. Dolores strides in beside her. Why are you here? Everyone outside is safe. Garland, Jurian, and Karma are doing their best to evacuate them to their homes. They'll be safer there. And then there's you. You did a very foolish thing striding in here on your own, dumbass. Oh, how sad. I expected there to be more reinforcements, but it's just you two. We don't need an army to stop you, Hildur. Mother's lips curl into a tight frown. Bold words. But might I remind you that I am the one with the hostage? If I see any of you move a finger, I will end this boy's life. Mother turns to me once again and snickers. And I'm pretty sure my daughter here wouldn't like that, would you, love? My eyes meet Walt's. He shakes his head at me, eyes gleaming with insistence. No doubt he'd want me to put myself over him, but I came here to save him, and I'm gonna do that, damn it. No matter how much I try to think myself out of this, it seems impossible. In the end, I'm still weak, I'm still useless. Now, where were we? Diana, don't do what she says. Oh, the rest of Dolores' words become muffled when Mother flicks her wrist and causes a glass wall to rise between us. Hildur, Dolores' voice sounds as if it's echoing from far away. Quiet. Parfait holds up her hand and magic begins to sparkle at her fingertips. Before she can form any sort of spell, Mother twirls her fingers and tightens Walt's magic bindings. Walt cries out in pain as he collapses on the floor. Walt? Hildur, please stop this. Parfait approaches the glass wall and places a palm on top of it. Are you not growing tired of this, Hildur? The humans have already suffered so much for what they've done in the past. Is that still not enough? Humans are fickle creatures, and that's why they cannot be trusted. Nothing can ever change how I perceive them anymore, Fate. There's a shadow of sadness on Mother's face, but it's only momentary. I cherished the humans, even respected them, yet they destroyed my kind out of fear for some silly story. If it had not been for that human bard, it would never have come to this. Hans already paid dearly for his mistakes when a witch murdered him. But you know just as well as I that he was trying to mend his mistakes. Mother stomps her feet on the floor with a scowl. His death has changed nothing. Hildur? Oh. Sorry. Silence, Fate. You will never understand the feeling of being feared and hated. Mother turns to me again, her eyes cold. Now, are you ready to return what's rightfully mine, Diana? I look at Parfait and Delora and then at Waltz. I cannot give my powers back to Mother, not when I know what she will do when she's the Tenebrarum bearer again. But I cannot let her kill Waltz either. If these fools here had not changed you, I would have no qualms about letting you remain the Tenebrarum bearer. I raised you to be the perfect queen. All that I did to prepare you for the crown. Mother knows best. Mother, that's it. If I can pretend that I'm on her side, then maybe I can buy enough time to save Waltz. Maybe Parfait will come up with an idea. I glance at Waltz. My heart aches when our gazes meet once again. Forgive me, Waltz, but this is the only plan I have right now. I take a deep breath as I face Mother once again. You're right. I should have listened to you. I want to go back to the way we were, Mother. What are you doing? Diana. I ignore Waltz and Delora's voices and focus only on Mother. You have always been right, Mother. I remember the disdained looks the people gave me earlier. Even after I saved everyone, they still wished I would die. I was so scared. Yes, now you see, I only wanted to protect you from those cruel humans, my daughter. You kept me away from everyone. I was alone. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, but you need to go back to sleep forever. Only then do I realize I'm crying. Not because I need her forgiveness, but because there is no helping her. The only way to help my mother is to make her disappear. She cannot be saved anymore. I just wanted to be loved and accepted. Mother stands up from the throne and slowly walks towards me, her arms spread. And in my arms you always will be. Diana, the Marchant accepted you for who you are. No, you were all forced to accept me because you knew what would happen if I stayed the way I was. You were afraid I would end up like Mother. Diana, you were right. I am like my mother. We are related by blood, after all. You're right, Diana. You're sweet and perfect and wonderfully obedient, as any daughter ought to be. Now we're playing smart. Now we're using our brain. I was blinded by the Marchant's lies once, but I now realize that no one loves me as you do, Mother. Diana. The pain in Waltz's voice is unbearable, but I do not look at him. I do not flinch away when Mother stops in front of me and wraps her arms around me. Gone is the warmth I thought I felt whenever she hugged me. Right now, Mother's embrace is as cold as ice. Will you still accept me, Mother? Of course, Diana. Mother pulls back. The smile on her face is bright and beautiful. This is how I remember her, filled with love for me. I knew you would return to me. There are so many things I have planned for the two of us, but you need to prove yourself worthy of my love and trust once more. What? Mother's eyes gleam. Prove to me that you choose me, my darling. Mother turns around and gestures to Waltz. Kill the traitor. My heart sinks. This was not part of the plan. Dad, tell them what they want to hear, right? Yeah. What should I do now? I know that one offensive spell, but I do not want to hurt Waltz. But you haven't perfected it yet, but what you can do is enough to hurt and paralyze your enemy for a short time. I can pretend to cast it on Waltz and direct it at Mother. Waltz told me before it's impossible to cast two shields at the same time. Mother already has one shield up, so she cannot cast another shield on herself unless she dispels the first. With the two of us being so close, I'm likely to hurt myself as well. I close my eyes, mind set. This is not the time to worry about myself. I just have to hope the opening is big enough to give everyone the opportunity that they need. For you, Mother, I will do anything. I extend my hand and allow the energy to gather in my fingertips. Let's hope this works. This is the real anime moment. This is the time when it needs to work. Impressive that you were able to learn this deadly and painful magic in such a short span of time. This spell will be a befitting end for the traitor. Diana, don't. Parfait attempts to break down the glass wall separating us with a spell, but it only cracks the surface. By the time you destroy that wall, it'll be too late, Faye. You can't do this, Diana. Delora has now joined Parfait in trying to destroy the wall that Mother has built. No, stop it. Don't destroy it. I ignore them and focus back on my spell until I feel the current of energy pulsate in my arms. It's ready. Now, say goodbye to that traitor. Goodbye. I hold my hand out to Mother just as I release the energy. Mother. I do not give Mother any time to react. The electricity crackles in the air just as the spell makes contact with her body. I just needed to be a little closer range. This was shocking grasp, no one told me. Because we're so close to one another, I too feel the impact of the electricity as it trickles through me. I collapse on the ground, tears in my eyes. It hurts so much. Diana! How could you do this, Diana? I blink away my tears to see Mother lying on the floor opposite me, her face filled with rage as she looks at me. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice the glass wall has disappeared and Waltz is already on his way towards me. The bindings made of light are gone. Waltz lifts me up and then moves me to one of the corners of the room. The sensation of pain spreading throughout my body is like being pricked with hundreds of needles. Waltz tucks my hair back, his features crease with worry. Parfait walks to where Mother is and casts a binding spell around her while Delora rushes to my side. That was a dangerous stunt you pulled, Diana. It was the only thing I could think of. Galaxy brain moment. Big brain, Diana. I blink away tears as I feel another fit of pain. This is all I could manage. Because you didn't teach me any more offensive spells, Waltz. Diana, hang in there. I look at Parfait with pleading eyes. Parfait, please end this. Please save Mother from herself. Parfait slowly stands and walks towards Mother. I was the only one who truly loved you, Diana, yet you did this to me. Did you really think these fools cared about you as much as I did? No, you're wrong. I had people who loved me, but you took them away from me. I refuse to let you steal away any more of them. Parfait stretches out her hand. Her whole body begins to emit a soft glow. I wish it didn't have to end this way, Hildur. You're making a big mistake protecting the humans who destroyed my kind, Faye. You're no different than these humans, Hildur. Violence does not beget more violence. I could feel the tears on my cheeks as I looked at Mother's still form. Daddy, you don't have to see this. But Waltz puts a hand over my eyes, blinding me. You've already seen enough darkness. I feel an explosion of energy around me. A chilling current runs through the air, carrying Mother's scream to my ears. A soft energy begins to flow through my body. Mother's power from the Tenebrarum. Mother's gone. When Waltz draws his hand away, I'm able to glance at where Mother was just moments ago. There's nothing but specks of silver dust. Parfait stands over the ashes, crying. I'm so sorry. Another shockwave of pain courses through my body. This time I feel it attack my consciousness. I feel myself fading away. Diana, let me sleep just for a little while. And then I pass out. Oh no, Mom! One day you will become a queen, my love. Just like Mother? Yes, just like me. Will you be there when I become queen? Of course, I will always be by your side. Forever? Forever. I love you, Mother. Oh, she's so cute. God, I love you too, Diana. Ugh. No, we had those, right? When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Waltz. He's leaning over me, anxiety clearly etched onto his face. Waltz? Thank goodness you're finally awake. I slowly inspect my surroundings, only to realize I'm back in my old room at the March-In. I'm trying to remember how I got here, but my memories are hazy. What happened? You passed out and have been sleeping for 3 days? 3 days? I push myself up on the bed and wince. My body's unusually heavy. Waltz places his hand on my shoulders and gently eases me back onto the pillows. You're still weak, but you need to rest more. I close my eyes and try to remember what happened. That's right, I was trying to save Waltz from Mother. Parfait and Delora came to save us, and then it's over. I open my eyes and stare at Waltz. Right? Waltz reaches for my hand, smiling as he gently squeezes it. Yes. It took us 3 days to make that potato salad. My vision blurs as tears begin to sting my eyes. I hope Mother's in a better place now. A place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. Waltz leans over, kisses my forehead. I'm sure she is. She's in hell. Waltz begins to fill me in on the details of everything that transpired after I passed out. Alcester was officially declared dead. At first there was a commotion as the people considered what Mother would do now that she wore the crown. Their worries only stopped when they found out Mother was truly gone. Fritz was locked up on account of being a possible danger to everyone. Everyone has been waiting for a verdict from me to decide what to do with him. I fall asleep not long after Waltz's explanation. He got through that much and then I passed out. When I open my eyes again, I'm alone in my room. I shiver as I sit up, head foggy. I rub my hands over my arms in an attempt to will away some of the cold. Something feels off. I slowly step out of bed and begin to head for the door. Before I even lay my hand on the knob, the door opens on its own. Ah, who is it? Oh, hi. It's just you. God, don't scare me like that. We can break the curse one day, probably soon, because I'm the Tenebrorum bearer right now, right? So I can probably just go like, nah, we're done with that. Oh, you're finally awake. Parfait. I don't think you should be up and about right now. You should still be resting. Well, also, didn't Mithras cast the curse on him and Mithras died? So maybe he's cool now. Parfait leads me back to the bed. How are you feeling? I look at Parfait's face and realize how paper white her skin has become. The circles under her eyes are even darker than they were before. Tired, but I'll be fine. But you do not look well. I'll be fine. I wanted to talk to you today if you're feeling up to listening. What is this all about? I wanted to apologize for forcing you to shoulder the heavy burden caused by our mistakes, both Hilder's and mine. Back then, I did not have the heart to stop Hilder. If I'd only defeated her then, none of this would have happened. Parfait reaches out and cups my face in her hands. Your dedication and kindness saved us all, Diana. The future will be brighter with you as the Tenebrarum's bearer. But what if I become corrupted by the darkness? What if... Parfait places a finger on my lips and smiles. No, you're different, Diana. Unlike Hilder, you're surrounded by people who love you. Those people are filled with light. Light that will drive away whatever darkness invades your heart. Parfait, if you die, my God, she's gonna... prepare yourself, Max. She's gonna... That's why I know that you'll be alright. Parfait smiles at me gently. It's a beautiful, shining smile, and one that glows brightly even as I begin to notice that the rest of Parfait's body is fading. I can't read. Parfait, your body is... Parfait's smile becomes melancholy. I thought I would start to disappear soon. My heart aches as I hold tight to Parfait's arm with shaking hands. What are you saying? Fairies and witches do not age physically and live longer, but that does not mean we're perfectly immortal. The body can only take so much damage before it finally withers away. But you can't disappear. You said before you had no heir. Because that's what I wanted everyone to believe. Don't worry, Diana. When I'm gone, one of my relatives will take over the responsibilities of bearer. Tears well up in my eyes as I stare at Parfait. I've already lost too many people, Parfait. I cannot lose you too. We're going to work together to bring back the balance between the crystals. You still have so much to teach me. I'm sorry, Diana. I would have loved to stay with you a bit longer, but my time here is up. Parfait continues to grow more translucent even as my hands slip through her arms. I try to reach for her again, but I can no longer touch her. Parfait! I already said my farewells to everyone else earlier. You are the last and most important person I must say goodbye to. No, turn the opacity up! Thank you for putting everything to rest, Diana. Parfait closes her eyes, her lips still curled into a gentle smile even as she begins to fade into pure light. This is the good ending! Everyone's dying! Parfait, no! I reach for her again, but when I pull my hands back, they're covered in golden dust. The gentle dust floats in the air before me where Parfait was moments ago. Be strong and be kind, Diana. And then I passed out again, because, man... A few days after Parfait's passing, I went back to my training. My goal was to expel everyone's fairy tale curses once and for all. After more than a week of intensive training with Waltz and Delora, I am able to completely dispel the fairy tale curse from the Crystallum Tenebrarum. Now the fairy tale curse is non-existent and cannot be cast again in Angiel. This is only one of the first steps I take in dismantling all of the damage Mother has done, but it is a step forward. Segue, I'm sorry to scare you. And now with that done, I feel it is time to return to the palace. Well, as the only blood heir to the throne, I have a responsibility to uphold and a promise to fulfill. Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline returned to the palace a couple of days ago. Jurian and Garland went with them so they could act as security. Fritz has been pardoned and now resumed his duties at the palace, only he is no longer my personal knight. I opted to stay behind so I could spend one last day with everyone at the tavern. Now, as I stand here in the tavern, I realize how many friends I have made over the last few months. I never thought it would be so sad to part from all these people, but now that everything's back to normal, we have no reason to stay in the margin together day in and out. Anise, are you sure you do not want to try working in the palace again? You would make a wonderful royal chef. Thank you so much for the offer, Princess, but as much as I love to cook, I think I'd prefer working more with medicine. I would like to train under, Chevalier, so I can one day become a doctor. I look at Chevalier as he flashes a smile at me. When his curse was dispelled, he remembered his real name, Chevalier. It has been difficult to get used to it because it's so weird. Not only that, but his personality has mellowed somewhat. Take good care of Venice. But of course. And I hope next time we meet, you will not try to flirt with me, as I will probably be a married woman. Chevalier snorts and crosses his arms, but I see a hint of mischief as he smiles. I'll try my best, though I make no promises. I roll my eyes at him and he responds with an easy laugh. I too am soon laughing along with him. Oh god. Ah, laughing princess. What a sight for sore eyes. This will definitely take some getting used to. I scowl at him. Seeing you in men's clothing will take some getting used to as well. I know I'm gonna miss my boys. This is our last goodbye. Well, try your best not to fall for my handsome face. Right. So, what are you planning to do? Karma looks away and rubs the back of his neck. Well, I'll go back to my kingdom and hope that I don't find my name on a gravestone. Either way, I have a lot of explaining to do. Delora, where will you go now? Well, for starters, I plan on talking to all the good witches I know who are still in hiding. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that they can finally come back to Angiel. They'll be even happier to know we have a capable bearer. Sorry, it's getting very dark in my camera because my light is back here and it's getting dark outside, so sorry that my lighting sucks. Bearer, my heart sinks as I remember Parfait. If she were still here, she'd be talking about how we both need to do our best to maintain the balance between the crystals. What if I fail at being a capable bearer? Impossible, especially with Waltz there by your side. Oh, but speaking of which, where is Waltz? All of us glance around in the circle. He left so quietly, none of us had even realized. I'll go look for him. I move first to the forest, feeling that he might be in there seeking some kind of quiet solace. Sure enough, I find him there staring up at the sky with his eyes full of melancholy. Walt? Oh. Hi there. He's still calling me that? Can you just call me regular Star? Are we leaving now? We'll be leaving soon. You suddenly disappeared, so I came to look for you. Walt's lips tug into a smile tinged with sadness. Sorry, I just thought the sky was so clear today I had to come out and marvel at it. That's not a very convincing lie. Waltz looks up again, his smile slipping. Waltz, are you alright? Really alright? I'm a little, sad. Sad? Hildur killed my family when I was still young. I've been yearning to be part of a family again ever since then. When we became friends so long ago, you were the closest thing to family that I had. When we were pulled apart, I met Lady Parfait and was accepted at the March-In. But what if he just called you regular Star? Why not just Star? Like, why do I have to be little? I'm just wondering. Now that it's time to leave everyone, I realize how sad I am. I've lived here since I was first cursed. You could stay and, like, come visit me. Everyone in the March-In has become my family. I move to stand by him, then reach out to take his hand. His fingers weave their way through mine. I owe Lady Parfait so much. She gave me a family and reunited us. I owe her a lot, too. Waltz turns to me and smiles. He has eyed superiority. He does, but sorry if I worried you. Shall we go back to the palace now? The palace? Not before you say your own goodbyes. I was planning on it. I had to compose myself out here first. You can be my family, maybe. Ooh. Compose. It's hard to imagine Waltz in tears. Well then, we will say our goodbyes and then you can open one of your portals. How about we walk to the palace, because that expends a lot of my magic and honestly, it's rude of you. Oh. I shrink back at his suggestion. You know how much the townspeople despise me? I know it's important that I build a relationship with them before I become their new queen, but I do not think I'm ready for that yet. Waltz smiles reassuring. But I have something important to show you in town. Something important? You'll see when we get there. Okay. Is it a theater? But Waltz brings my hand to his lips and kisses my knuckles. I'll be by your side, so there's nothing to fear. I'll stare at Waltz for a few moments before finally nodding my head. Okay. We return to the March-In temporarily to say our final farewells. After that, Waltz and I walk into the town in silence. I am in awe as we enter the plaza. I notice immediately that something's different. There are lily decorations hanging all around the square and through the streets. I wonder why all these lilies are here. I know, everyone get ready to cry. This is probably gonna be super emotional. Listen to this music. Listen to this music and tell me it's not gonna get sad. I mean, not sad, I mean, like, we're gonna cry. People in the immediate vicinity turn to look at me, their conversation going silent as they notice me. Just as I thought, of course they still fear me. Big sister! I turn at the sound of the voice and notice one of the little girls that I played with once before running towards us. She almost makes it to us before a woman I assume to be her mother pulls her back. I'm surprised when the mother hands her daughter a bouquet of lilies and whispers something to her before releasing her. The little girl nods before running up to me. I bend down so that we are eye level and are shocked when she suddenly throws her arms around my neck. Thank you, big sister. The girl pulls back and hands me the bouquet of lilies. My mama says thank you as well. I stare at her, still baffled, before glancing at her mother. The woman nods to me, then dips into a soft bow. I take the bouquet from the girl and stand up. I can only stare on, still shocked as more townspeople approach me with lilies in their hands. Waltz, what's going on? This is what I wanted to show you. Huh? The townspeople have been planning this for days. They asked me to make sure that you passed through town on this day so that they could give you their message. Message? I turn back to the people gathered around me and notice they are all still holding the flowers with bright smiles on their faces. The silence is gone, replaced by excited chattering and bright laughter. On the count of 3. He starts counting, and at the end of his countdown, the townsfolk throw the flowers up into the air. The delicate petals flutter down on Waltz and I, showering us in gentle color. Then, all at once, they begin to say the same phrase, their voices mingling to create the most harmonious and overwhelming greeting I've ever received. Thank you! You risked your life to save all of us despite how we treated you. We misjudged you, Your Highness. Please forgive us. We knew we had to give you a grand thank you for all you've done for us, so we planned this. So the lily decorations. There's a celebration of you, the soon-to-be queen. Oh, I feel tears gathering in my eyes and I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. There's nothing to apologize for. I was the one at fault. We judged you harshly and we had no right to. The past doesn't matter anymore. We all decided to change for the better. I like this chick's outfit. It's kind of hot. From now on, you have our full cooperation. Just as we helped the previous king, so too shall we help you, Your Highness. Everyone, thank you. I will do my best to continue the reign of peace my father started. The people's eyes are filled with hope as they hand over lily bouquets. My hands are quickly filled and Waltz ends up having to take the majority of them. We continue towards the palace, the crowd cheering behind us. Aww. I wish there was a CG of that. Oh, look at... Oh, that's hot. It's been 2 months since I returned to the palace. Since then, I've been working non-stop so that I can better familiarize myself with running a kingdom. I have been studying day and night, trying to broaden my horizons. My horizons, really? That's just what I thought it should say. Trying to broaden my knowledge of the kingdom. Wow, I can't read now. It's a good thing we're almost done. My reading ability is gone. I've had help from many people, and I've come a long way. Today I was officially crowned the new Queen of Angiel. My determination has only grown since then. I have been trying to take my responsibility as seriously as I possibly can. But for the time being, I have space to breathe. A dinner celebration has been planned for tonight, and I'm on my way to my room to prepare. Oh, look at her pretty outfit! That's beautiful! Everyone will be there. I cannot wait to see them again. Diana! I turn to see Emmeline running towards me. I notice that Rod's trailing behind her. What's the matter? You seem to be in a hurry. What's the matter? The party's in a few hours and you're still not dressed. This is my dress. This really isn't so dire a circumstance. It's been months, but it's still so strange to hear Rod's voice actually coming from his own mouth. I think we were wearing this at the very start. I thought we were wearing like a blue dress. Please calm down, Emmeline. Even though Rod has his voice back, he still keeps Sebby with him. The stuffed rabbit sometimes throws in little comments here and there. But this event is very important. It will not take me 2 hours to prepare, Emmeline. But it might. You're the queen now, and you must look regal tonight. I raise an eyebrow at her. 2 hours is a little excessive, and I'm not planning to do anything overly special tonight. But don't you want to at least look pretty for Waltz? I can look pretty for not a man, just saying. But what are you talking about? Gross, ew. Mother and I want to make you shine so bright, Waltz won't be able to take his eyes off you. Too late. Anyways, Emmeline, it won't take no for an answer this time. She turns to Rod with a mischievous grin. We'll be done soon. I'll see you later, Rod. Without waiting for my reply, Emmeline grabs my hand and pulls me into my room. Oh, I'm gonna look hot. And with that, I'm done. I cannot believe it took so long just to put on makeup. And me. To not think making myself up like this would be enjoyable, but doing this with Ophelia and Emmeline was fun. It's gonna be me going to the Bridgerton event in 2 weeks. You look so beautiful, Diana. You really do look the part of a queen. Isn't this too much? Not at all. You should take pride in doing yourself up like this sometimes. You have a lovely face, Diana. I know. We have no portrait. Give us the CG. If you insist. Give it to us. Now that we've helped you, we need to help ourselves. The celebration is just around the corner. We'll see you later, dear. Ophelia and they both stop right in front of the door. Thank you for everything. Of course, this is what families do, Diana. The two smile at me one last time before they exit the room. Oh, I can't wait to see, guys. I can't wait to see. I stand up and head for the balcony. The cool air is refreshing on my skin. Father, if you'd also been here, tonight would have been perfect. Diana? Oh, he's here! No, don't let him in! He has to see us at the party. Come in. I've come to let you know. He doesn't even look special. Clean up, Waltz. I'm gonna let you know everyone has arrived early. Waltz comes to an abrupt stop when he sees me. He openly stares at me. Love that phrase. Mouth slightly opened in awe. My face warms up. What? Waltz turns his face away, his face deep red. You look beautiful tonight. Dude, why didn't you come in with a suit? I know, shouldn't he have something nicer on? Thank you. A gentle smile forms on Waltz's lips as he approaches. He stops in front of me, gently tracing my cheek with one of his fingers. Don't mess up my makeup. His touch leaves a trail of warmth on my cool skin. Thank God! My star is shining brighter tonight. See? That's fine. Waltz holds out his hand. May I have this dance, my lady? Cannot help but giggle as I place my hand in his. Before the dance even starts, Waltz suddenly wraps an arm around my waist. He tilts me downward with a smile. CG? Wow! That's a hot dress. I like it. I would wear that. Look at her. She's so pretty. Waltz! Waltz draws closer to me, his lips pulling up into a mischievous smile. I'm lucky to be the first man to see you tonight, but I don't like the idea of other men seeing you as you are. I'm gonna be awfully jealous. I give him a teasing smile. Look how long her hair is, too. I didn't really picture it that long. Are you worried someone will take me away from you? Not really. Should I be? You know my feelings for you will never change. And you know that I will always love you no matter what. Two of us are frozen in time. I feel like I could stand here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. I love you, Diana. I love you too, Waltz. That was beautiful. That was a good CG. I liked that one. We did it. We finished. Here, wait, I'll crank the credits theme. I feel like it's so quiet. Beautiful. We did it, guys. So, I'm sorry that this took like 5 million years. But doing long visual novels like this really like takes it out of me as much as I enjoy it. Like with YouTube, it's easier because I can just record as much as I can and then stop and then I can just like kind of figure it out. But doing it on stream is kind of hard because my voice is like not that strong. Like my throat is starting to hurt like right now. So it's a little difficult, but I really, really enjoy it because like the part of, you know, doing stuff like this and like streaming that I really enjoy is being able to tell stories and share stories with my audience. And visual novels are just like the perfect medium for that. And I really, really enjoy doing that. Aw, look at that. It's so cute. The clock struck 12 and we said goodbye to these boys. But there will be more boys, don't worry. I want to give special shout out to Mac for helping me through, and I don't know if Devil Kitty is here tonight, but Devil Kitty, really appreciate it. And oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful CJ. You wrote the stats? What kinds of stats? How well I did? I mean, yeah, sure, DM it to me. GG. I wonder, I really liked this one. I thought it was very well written. It was very fun. Oh, how long it took? Oh, I don't know if I want to see that. That's probably not good. We did it. I think there might be like some kind of DLC for this game also, but I would kind of like someone to vet it before I do it. Oh. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a princess. She was- oh wait, is this the beginning of the game? She's an Ice Princess. Right? Well, this is the beginning. She found all who sought to help. Oh, is this a new story? She was scared to go out into the world. Oh, I can't read fast enough. Then one day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. New Game Plus! The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. Oh, I'm reading too fast now. The special man thawed the princess's ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of time. Aww. They lived happily ever after. But what happens after happily ever after? I don't know, game. You tell me. Are you ready to go? Go where? Where are we going? I'm coming! Oh no, a plot hook! Oh, look how pretty she looks! Sorry for keeping you waiting. Now shall we go? I don't know if I'm clicking through this to advance it. Oh, look at that dress! She looks so cute! Oh, well... now we might have to play. We did it. It's done. Oh, so happy. Is it just gonna do the cutscene? Oh yeah, no. Alright, we did it! We got Evening Star and Happily Ever After. Now we can see all the boys. Yay! This was fun. I had fun doing this. I know it took forever. And it's just because I have to be in the right mood to be able to... Alright, Mac, you share the stats. Did you DM them to me? I can read them. Hold on. Nope, that's just Michael. He wants to know how I'm doing. He sent that 45 minutes ago. I hope he realizes that I'm streaming by now. We collected all of them. All the boys. Okay. Oh my god, you made a Google Doc? Okay, hold on. I'm opening the... oh, no. Hold on. Let me try this a different way. Because my computer doesn't like Google Docs sometimes. It tries to log me into my, let me see about that. We'll get around it. No, it will not. Okay, hold on. I gotta open my other computer. Give me a minute. This is gonna take a second. You were doing it during the stream? Oh my god, what a champ. Okay, hold on. I just gotta switch. Alright, let me try that one more time. Hold on. There we go. This doesn't mean I can't show it. Oh. I have to request access. I just did. So you're gonna have to let me in. Check your email. I just requested access to it. Let me know when it's good. Or just like change the setting to like view or whatever it is. But then I can get in. Got him. Did you do it, Mac? Yeah, I can't get in. Allow me entrance! Let me in! Please! Okay, well I guess I can talk about other things while we're waiting on that. So anyways, this was the last, like, long-running project that I wanted to finish before we go on this, like, half... Are you sending a link? Oh, good. No, it's okay, you're not dumb. People do that. People at my work do that all the time. Like, seriously. Okay, okay. So our first stream of Cinderella Phenomenon was on April 15th, 2019. And our last stream was today, May 26th, 2022. So it took us 3 years, 1 month, and 11 days to finish this game. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It took us 11 months and 24 days to finish Rob's route. It's been 3 years, yeah. It took us 11 months and 17 days to finish Karma's route, and then I was like, we're gonna streamline this. We're gonna do it. And then the last 3 routes went quick. We did Rumpel's route in 1 month and 13 days. We did Fritz's route in 25 days. Because Varg. And then we did Walt's route in 1 month and 27 days. And I think it's just because at the time, like, these streams do tend to go on a little bit longer than I normally go sometimes, which is something that I'm gonna work on in the future. But I have to be, like, ready to stream. And, you know, after law school, a whole day of law school, I wasn't always ready to do it. Is the problem. So, but I'm really glad that we did this. Mac, thanks for compiling all these great stats. There's actually dates on here and stuff, which is awesome. I love it. Jeez. Oh, thanks for adding Karma's route. The last stream of Karma's route was on June 9th, which would be 69. And I mean, based on how that route ended, let's just go look at that one again, because that may have been my favorite CD, because I mean, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Anyways, right, I mean, Rob's very cute. Rumbles is also very cute. Like, all these are very cute, and then you get Karma, and you're just like, although, I mean, this is also a very strong contender. I love this dress. This is very romantic. Love it. 10 out of 10. So anyways, talking about, since this is the first time I've streamed, actually, since I started talking about, you know, I need to sit this way, hiatus and stuff like that, it's not gonna be a full hiatus, I don't think. I'll at least be around. I'll be around in Discord. I'll be around in people's chats, hopefully. My plan is just, I want to, I don't really know how to say this. I guess I just want to, like, get back on track with how I feel about streaming. I've felt really, and I think it just comes from, like, residual stress of, like, everything else that's happening in life right now, just because I am house hunting, planning a wedding, dealing with Danganronpa, which is complicated at times, but that's almost done, so that's good. And then, you know, just kind of dealing with the stress of having a full-time job that is inherently stressful and contributes to a lot of anxiety. Like, I love what I do, but it's a little anxiety-inducing sometimes. So I just kind of need to take a step back and, like, think about how I want this to be sustainable going forward, because I don't want to stop. I love streaming and playing games with you guys, and I love sharing experiences with you and telling stories with you, and I know Michael does too. So we definitely want to be able to do that and to keep doing it. It's just, I want to do it in a way that works for me. And that's really what I want. I have plans. We have plans for the YouTube channel. I have plans for, I already know, actually, the next visual novel that I would like to tackle on the channel. I have a choice. And I guess it's just for the next, like, little bit, things are gonna be more flexible rather than trying to push myself to stick to structure. I'm like super type A. I need a schedule in my life, but I'm gonna try and be more gentle with myself and, not kick myself for having to miss streams because I'm just so tired or anything like that. And also I just want to be able to find, like, things that make me happy. In terms of also, I want to be able to do more Discord nights with I want to be able to start community nights again, which would probably cut into streaming time, but I feel like that's super important, and I really want the Discord to be a place to, like, have fun and hang out again, and I feel like it's started to become that, like, really, really slowly, so that's making me really happy. I want to be able to start doing events again, probably mostly, like, chill ones to start out, like, movie nights and, like, fun stuff like that. And I'm eventually gonna, like, make a list of all of these things so that I can, like, keep track. I want to get new emotes, I want to get maybe a new overlay, and, like, just, like, so if anyone has, like, suggestions for emotes they would want, let me know, especially animated emotes. Really want to get into animated emotes, but I just have no ideas for, like, what I want. So if anyone has ideas for any emotes or animated emotes that they would like to see, I would love suggestions. Put them in the Discord if you'd like. I'll start making a list. And I feel confident that I will be back, like, very soon, like, for real. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of keep things a little bit more flexible through the summer. Oh yeah, just post in general, or I think we have suggestions. You could put it in there too, like, I'll see it. I kind of want to... Right now, we're focusing on finding someplace to live, and once Michael and I do that, it's gonna be a lot easier to be able to, like, schedule our lives and be able to stream together, because right now, honestly, I haven't seen him in, like, a week, because my family, both my parents have COVID, so I was gonna hang out with him this weekend, and now I can't do that, because he lives with his grandparents, and I don't want to expose them to COVID. So yeah, it's been a little rough, but we're getting through it. But anyways, I think this is good. I'm really, really glad that we finished this because I've wanted to do it. I wanted to finish this for so long, and I just felt like I needed to be at 100% in order to do it, just because I knew I had 3 chapters. I knew I was gonna want to, be able to do the whole thing in one sitting and have enough voice to do it, which was very important. And I finally felt like I was able to do it tonight, which is great. So I think I'm just gonna be able to budget my time, think about when to stream, and hopefully people will be okay with me maybe doing some chiller games in the future and stuff like that. Now that this is done, like, the only big long-running series we have is Dragon Quest, and trust me when I say that's not gonna go away because Michael loves Dragon Quest. Like, a lot. So we are definitely going to keep playing it whenever we get the time on stream. We're not gonna stop doing that. So it's mostly just gonna be a shift from a more solid schedule to a just a more flexible schedule for the summer so that I can try and get some of this IRL stuff figured out. I really want to thank everyone for being so supportive both tonight and just all the time. As, now that I'm kind of well, I mean, I was about to say I'm, like, settled in terms of, wow, no more big life changes, but that's not true. But for now, things are a little more stable, at least until we get a house and also start worrying about weddings. So I've started venue shopping, but that's all I've done. So, but yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. I was definitely going somewhere, but that's okay. I don't remember. But anyways, thank you guys. Yeah, getting married is a big life change. Thank you very much. It really is. It's pretty huge. So I'm kind of relearning and realizing, I guess, what kind of content creator I want to be, what kinds of things I want to do. I want to tell stories. I want to share games with all of you. I want to do more D&D stuff. Really want to do that. And, like, maybe we can incorporate D&D community nights would be a big goal. I know that Michael wants to DM more, so maybe if we all bother him, maybe he would do some one-shots or something for us. And I just want to, now that I'm done with school, got my job sorted out, realizing kind of what I'm doing for the rest of my life, maybe. Oh, Westerford. I need to raise the volume on this this alert. Thank you so much for the raid. We are literally about to end. But I'm here talking about real shit, and you're raiding with Grandpa Torkel. I would agree. Torkel does kind of look like a grandpa. I vibe. But anyways, I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do moving forward. I have ideas, but I'm open to more. I need suggestions. I want to hear what you guys want to do as part of like the Ace fan club. And I want to make this work. It's already working, but I want to make it work better and work more. And I want to do fun things and have fun events and cool streams and cool stuff. And I'm hoping that by being more flexible with streaming and stuff like that, I'm going to have time to do that, you know, in my off time. I really think I just need to take a step back, evaluate everything, and then figure it out from there. So I want to say thank you to you guys for being amazing, and that I love you all very much, and that I'm really, really glad I was able to do this tonight. And just thank you for being here, for sticking around, and that I love you all very, very much. It's gonna make me cry more than the ending of this game did. But yes, I think I'm just gonna end quickly tonight instead of reading, just because I need to go eat food. I'm very hungry, and I need to figure out what's going on. So I love you all very much. I'll see you soon. I can't promise when, but I will be back. And please post suggestions for not just emotes, anything you would want to see, just like in general, in the Discord suggestion box. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. That would make me really, really happy. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed Cinderella, even though it took us 3 years to finish. I promise the next visual novel is not going to be that bad. And by that bad, I mean me being that bad in terms of streaming it. Not the game. The game was great. We loved it. We had so much fun. But yeah, thank you guys. 3 years later. Oh god, so much has changed. I will see you all very soon. I love you. Bye.